How is it going? It's getting on here, almost 10 o'clock at night. Still nice and light out. I love it. Had a regular watcher of my channel, which is still about the weirdest thing ever to think about, but asked me a bit about the pergola, the pollinating pleasure palace here for the bees, and how I made it and everything. So I thought I'd just kind of go over just some of these ones real quick. I mean, this isn't professional. I mean, I don't do Willow furniture, although I will someday. I just kind of took some of the basic principles without all the fanciness. I mean, most of the main ones are done with wood screws. And then I did use some just little hand nails on some, but then I found that the brad nailer was a heck of a lot quicker. So you'll see, there used to be one coming across here. So this is not child safe, and this isn't actually person safe. I'm not, I mean, there's a nail sticking out there. I think I saw a couple of screws. Oh yeah, there you go. Right? So, but at the end of the day, I don't know, I'm pretty, I hang out with everybody that's in my backyard, and everybody knows, this is for plants, not, don't go slapping your hand on it. When the kids come over, tell them the same thing. Careful, there's nails poking out of that thing. I can add another layer or two, depending on what it is. I think I figured it out. I'm going to slap, a bunch of people have given me some ideas as to what can go in here, so I think maybe some beans up the back, up the fence, do some sweet peas up the side, and then I'll slap some sort of a squash in the middle. And I think the peas and the beans, being legumes, should have enough nitrogen in there, and then of course I'll fertilize. And yeah, anyway, sorry, this was about the willow things. Let's check out these ones. It's basically the same thing. I put an ad out on one of our local sites, and I said, hey, I'm looking for willow, roughly this size. Anywhere from whatever, 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches thick. If you have any on your property, that'd be brad nailed there. That'd be brad nailed. Just little tiny. I mean, as small as I could get. But I mean, you're still talking, 5/8 of an inch for a tiny little brad nail. I think that stuff I just kind of waddled or weaved or whatever the appropriate ancient British terminology is for that, but. So, yeah, anywho, so I went and harvested. Somebody responded, yeah, I got a quarter section of land and there's a swamp down in one part, and you can go cut it all out if you want. And I was like, okay. Oh, look, I got all fancy. This must have been when I first started. I'm like, oh, I'm going to put washers on so it never pulls out. Like, dude, come on, man. It's a trellis. Give me a break. Cheap and dirty. Cut that stuff out. Anywho, they're all basically the same. I mean, you just slap the biggest one sort of on the outside, and this is just, basic stuff. These I used to have teed together. Sorry if that looked weird, but I don't know. I think some of the string's still probably there. I took them apart and figured I'd make some pea trellises out of them. So just stretching chicken wire over top of them afterwards is super easy, because you just pull it, stretch it over the ends. I mean, again, just cheap and dirty, a roll of chicken wires, whatever, $15-20, and you got a lot of it. And this stuff is just the time it takes to go get it. I think about the only other ones I got is these ones. I tried to grow cucumbers up these bad boys last year, and, well, whatever. Cucumbers apparently don't like heavy clay soil. But, forward focus. Report flag, Donny Hathaway. Oh, come on. Well, I mean, cheap and dirty? Yeah, I guess so. I think these ones were done with nails. I don't think they were done with brads or screws, because they were just a lighter thing. I sunk them into the ground a little bit and then took a tent stake, tent peg or whatever, and hammered it in. Like, they weren't going anywhere. The only problem was that the cucumbers didn't grow. So, I mean, these were safe. Thank my lucky stars. But anyway, I don't know if just whatever, a close-up helps you out there, Sophie, my friend. But you were curious how those went together, and you were curious about this too. These two are from the last railing project that I did for a customer. He added on to his deck because he bought a big umbrella thing that was a little bigger than his deck. So this was the last board that he put on the outside. So he cut it, and I was like, wow, I mean, I could probably do something with that. I mean, it's pressure treated. It is on the outside. It doesn't have contact with the soil. So whatever, I'm going to be happy with that. Just spotted some stuff together. A buddy of mine gave me a huge, I think I have 10,000 lineal feet of this stuff. But there's the tomatoes. Are you kidding me? Look at how much greener and happier they are. Like, I got one casualty. These two little guys, man, I'm telling you, if they turn into something, I'm going to be just, you think I can get excited sometimes. Oh, man. But this guy here, I think we got a casualty. Oh, soil's moist. Hey, I've got a few spares. Anywho, thank you, Sophie, for your commentary, and I don't know if that helps you out at all, but there's the trellises, my friend, and happy gardening. Hope everything's good out on the island. We'll talk to you later.